Hey guys,
Hey
we
guys.
are live tonight. It is Thursday. What is today? I don't even know. May 27th.
May 27th.
May 27th.
And it's a special May 27th.
It's a very, very special. It's a special May because we hit the 500K.
Hallelujah.
We had the Raitis Ride celebration at Walker Ford.
We did.
And now we're here for you guys to do the Raitis Rides 500K subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, it's a virtual celebration.
And what's really awesome is basically I replicated sort of what we gave away at the Walker Ford event. They're going to have a chance to do the same.
Oh, really?
And I've gotten some input from some of you. So there's going to be three prizes, one grand prize. Well, technically 2 prizes and 1 grand prize.
Okay.
A total of 3 things are being given away.
Very exciting.
We're giving away 3 things. And at the end will be the grand prize, which is a Samsung 55-inch TV,
nice.
4K resolution.
And it's already loaded with Raitis Rides.
Of course, fully loaded with on-throttle action and a bunch of Twinkies that'll spit out of it
just
and hit you in the face. So thank you all for coming by. I see we got a ton of people here. We definitely got to give a huge shout out to Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob is back in the house as the official moderator. Thank you, Jacob.
Couldn't do it without you, Jacob.
Can't do it without Jacob. And he's going to be making sure that you guys are not spamming the heck out of this.
Because if you spam, you get zonked.
Yeah, you get zonked. You get put in zonk jail. Or maybe just zonkified and you're out of here.
There you go.
So we're going to try to do like we did last time, where we're going to tell you what's going on. We're going to answer
some questions.
Anybody who's super chatting. If you have any questions, we'll get to those right away.
And we're going to get to some other questions too.
Yes.
Right? We did really good at that.
We really did. We got through the super chat questions. We were just firing off, boom, 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 knocking them down one at a time.
That's right.
One thing we wanted to touch on was some interesting news we got going on.
We have quite a bit of stuff going on.
So the great news is we just got back from Montana. I'm sure a lot of you saw the walk around that we did of the 2022 Pathfinder.
It was 28 degrees.
Yes, it was 28 degrees. It was literally
Florida, guys.
28 degrees.
Not used to that.
No, and snow.
I know.
And it was snowing.
A little bit out of our element.
Real quick, Justin has a question. He says, does Lori drive manual?
Yeah.
You better bet your bottom dollar.
That's how I learned to drive. When I was 15 years old, my dad taught me how to drive.
All we own are manual cars.
It was a manual transmission.
It really was. Yep. And right now, all we own are manual cars.
And here's the thing that I have to say about that. If there is a zombie apocalypse,
yes,
and the only car that's available that has gas in it is a manual, what are you going to do?
I know, yeah.
I mean,
you're out of luck if you know, if you don't know how to drive manual, you are out of luck. And right now, it seems to be that one, theft deterrent.
I know, right?
Because not many people that steal cars
can get stolen.
know how to drive manual.
That's right.
So
but also, it's just fun. It's really engaging.
That's the best way to. That's the best way to experience it.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
Yeah.
So we went to Montana for the Pathfinder event, and the crazy thing is, 2 days before we went to Montana, it was 86 degrees.
Yes.
But we weren't there. When we showed up, it rained, and then the snow. And we got our first super chat. Thank you. Henry's based out of Miami, so he's in our state, the sunny state of Florida.
So he can relate to that. Yeah.
Henry says, "Congratulations! Just want to thank you for the great channel." Well, we definitely thank you.
Henry.
We appreciate your super chat, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate everybody's support. But thank you, Henry, for doing that. And I hope everything is well down in Miami. We're hoping in October for the Miami Auto Show.
Yes,
fingers crossed. But it started snowing, and things were crazy in Montana. We saw wildlife, we saw a bunch of deer.
Oh gosh. We were looking for Bigfoot, but we didn't see him.
But here's what we need you to do, guys and girls. We need you to mark your calendar, June 9th.
That's right.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You guys on the West Coast,
technically
you're just not going to sleep.
Technically, it's Eastern Daylight Time.
Oh, Eastern Daylight. Well, whatever. Eastern Time.
Yes, Eastern Time, 7 a.m. on June 9th is the full drive review.
It's fun.
It's hilarious, and we're going off-road in the Pathfinder on throttle. And a couple.
We got some extra goodies in there.
We didn't do any Twinkies in the Pathfinder, but maybe we did some donuts.
We did not. That's true. Oh. Maybe.
But we can't talk about that because driving impressions.
Yeah, that's all.
But we're getting some super chats in, which is always awesome because We love to give you guys the attention that you deserve.
Absolutely. Andino Gamer.
Andino Gamer, thank you, Andino.
He says, I just test drove the 2021 Supra 2.0 and was a little bit disappointed. Should I get the 3.0 or wait for the manual?
Yes, I totally agree with where you're coming from. You know, it's nice that they made a less expensive version of the Supra, but really 3.0 is the way to go. No word yet on if a manual is going to arrive to the Supra.
Right.
So it's one of those things, to be honest,
if you like the 3.0.
If you like the 3.0 and you're happy with the transmission, with the gearbox, I would get it now. Or you could roll the dice, but technically right now is not really the best time to buy a car because prices are it's a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market.
Right.
But thank you for that wonderful Andino. Thank you for that super chat. And definitely keep watching.
Woko. Hey, Joe and Lori, what would you recommend between a Subaru STI and a Civic Type R?
Woko, that seems to be one of the biggest questions that people always ask me because I've owned both of them. In the end, if you want the best feeling, the best feedback, go with the Subaru. Mm-hmm. If you want the fastest, definitely the Type R is faster. It's faster through the twisty bits, maybe not in mud or in rain because it doesn't have all-wheel drive. But if you want the best feeling, there's nothing like a Subaru WRX STI, especially with the gearbox. I love the gearbox a lot more in the STI than in the Type R.
Well, and considering that we still own an STI.
Yes, we love our STI. Yes, we love our STI.
Benji's
here from Tennessee.
Benji, one of our good friends, says, hello, how are my two favorite YouTube personalities? Love y'all. Well, he's my favorite person from Tennessee.
I know,
so
right?
You are our favorite. Uh-oh. So somebody else from Tennessee?
Jaden?
Oh, Jaden too.
We're about to get.
Oh, Jaden, I love Jaden too.
We love Jaden too. Yes, I know.
Tennessee.
That's true. One Shelby County. Yes, very wide.
Yes.
But thank you, Benji. Great to have you here. Travis, thank you for that super chat. I like the sunglasses. I know a lot of people tell me I should wear sunglasses more when I review in the sun because I'm always squinting.
You are always squinting.
I got to see the details.
That's right. Jaden's in the house.
Jaden.
Difference between a camshaft and a
real simple, Jaden. Crankshaft is going to move the pistons and the piston rods, and the camshaft is going to open and close exhaust valves and intake valves. There you go. Thank you for the super chat, Jaden.
Yeah, thanks, Jaden.
How's the pizza going? I'm sure good. I always see him eating pizza on Instagram.
Oh, I love pizza. Grande Health or Grand Health.
Grand Health.
Super chat. X5 45E, Audi Q5 Hybrid, or XC90R, which is the best value?
I would say overall the Volvo, believe it or not. That XC90R really brings a lot to the table, and they're so unique.
It's very different.
It's so unique, but you're definitely going to get a lot of great tech, and the safety in a Volvo is second to none. Adam Myers, one of our Patreon members.
From Canada.
Yes, he's like, hey guys, warm is good. Montana sounded like fun. Montana was a lot of fun. We did some glamping.
We did glamping.
We did glamping with Nissan, and it really was an interesting experience.
It was. I don't know if anybody here has been glamping, but it was. I don't know. I don't know if we were fully prepared for mentally and emotionally.
Yes. And how big this, we went to this place called, Nissan hosted us at this place called Paws Up Ranch.
Resort. Yeah.
And it was like 37 acres worth of, just crazy.
Well, and what was really cool was it snowed overnight, guys. So we open up the door to our tent and there's like an inch of snow on
everywhere. And then
nuts.
And then we went up this mountain. You'll see in the review when we get to the driver portion. We went up this mountain. I mean, there was snow.
We found this ghost town,
a real
town.
A real
so cool
ghost town,
like full on houses and everything.
Thank you, Adam from Canada. I know it's not so warm up there all the time.
No,
Reg, thank you, Reg, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. It's great to have you here. And you're a really great guy. Thanks, Reg.
And our wonderful moderator,
Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob. What days will you be at the Chicago Auto Show? I'll be there on Friday. Congrats once again on the 500K.
I think the plan is we're going to be on Friday that first day. So definitely, if you're going to be, and that was something we were going to talk about, Chicago Auto Show is happening in July.
It is.
We are going to be there for the one media day.
Actually,
but then we're going to
the media day is on Wednesday.
Yeah, so let's
just
say.
The public show, Jacob, we're probably going to be there on Thursday, but let me get back to you on that.
We might,
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going to happen.
Either way, we definitely need to try to make sure we can meet up.
Yes, definitely. But definitely get to the Chicago Auto Show. It's the first major auto show of the year.
And when we do have our public day time solidified, we will let you guys know.
Oh, for
sure. Those of you that are going to be there. Because I think you have to select a certain time.
I see. Yeah, we got plenty of time to get this all squared away because right now it's barely June and this is in July.
That's true.
We got a lot of great trips coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you, Jacob, for the super chat, and thank you for locking down the fort here as moderator. Jaden's back again. He's like, what is a multicam and a Wankel engine? So Wankel engine, that's the official name for a rotary engine. And that's where you would see like a Mazda RX-7. Those were rotary engines. They don't use any pistons or piston rods or crankshafts. And then his other question.
Oh, Jaden?
Yeah, I think you got to go somewhere.
This one?
Multicam, obviously, most new engines today are quad cam engines. If you have a pushrod engine like in my Camaro ZL1 1LE, that has one camshaft. If you look in the GT350R, that has multiple camshafts. So great question.
Very great question. Okay, so we have Grand Health back. Thank you so much. And it says, thanks for your input. Can you shout out my natural anti-inflammatory product? grandhealth.life.
Well, we just did. There we go. Thank you for your support. And thank you for anti-inflammatories.
Yes, anti-inflammatories.
We love anti-inflammatories.
Certainly nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Excellent.
Ron.
We've got Ron here. Hey, Ron. Hey,
Ron
Joe.
Gertza. Is it Gertza?
I think that is Gertza.
Nice.
Gertiza.
Gertiza. Thank you, Ron.
We've got these bright lights shining at us.
Right in our
sorry.
face.
And plus, I'm like terrible at reading, so there's that. Hey, Joe and Lori, what are your pros and cons of the Acura TLX Type S? The car looks beautiful.
Great question,
Ron.
Ron.
A fun event.
I love that event. If you have not seen the driving portion, the part 2 of the Type S, you got to see it. I really was proud of how I edited it. I was proud of your camera skills as always, but it was a really great video. So pros and cons. The pros are definitely the super handling all-wheel drive. I love the way they developed the suspension, that double wishbone suspension up front. Some of the downsides is some of the interior pieces. Yeah. Let's all be real. I wish that it did have a touchscreen for the infotainment. And the backseat passengers are really getting screwed because they have no connectivity or anything like that. And then, but I think price point.
Oh, I love.
They did hit a really sweet spot, because if you option an Audi or a BMW, you're going to be paying over 60 grand.
Oh yeah,
easy.
Yeah, the price.
I enjoy it. I love the feedback. That's the biggest pro. Honda and Acura does great feedback to the steering wheel, so highly recommended.
Great question too, Ron. And then we have Jason here, Jason Akrami. Thanks for the super chat. He's here from Naples.
Hey, Jason from Naples. We love Naples. We went to the Revs Institute a couple of years ago.
You have 2 of the best car reviews, excellent descriptions of car history, ins and outs of the vehicle, plus hilarious.
Thank you, Jason. I'm a firm believer you got to have a little fun and be serious as well. And I definitely like making people laugh. Especially because, as you are aware, we pretty much keep straight faces, both Lori and I.
I'm going to sneak in a non-super chat from Catchy. I could peace out. Other than the Telluride and the Palisade, which 3-row SUVs rank to the top?
Ranking at the top, I definitely like the CX-9, especially. I always say CX-9 if you want a driver's 3-row midsize SUV. And even though I can't talk about the driving yet, the Pathfinder is a big surprise.
Yeah, it's got some room.
It's a big surprise. I definitely
just want to go back and watch that.
It's a big, but definitely June 9th, 7 a.m. You've been warned.
All right, so let me scroll back up here. So thank you for
the super chat Jason.
As well. Gresham Morrill, thanks, Gresham. Thank you so much for the many hours of joy. You're the reason I bought a base 2020 GT and then graduated to a 2021 GTCS.
Yes.
Beautiful people. That's really nice.
Thank you, Grisham. We really appreciate that. It's nice to share the Mustang love and just the car love. And I personally love the California Special because it's got such a unique look to it.
That's a great choice. I bet you love that car, Grisham. Great job. And then Ankit Sharma's here. Please tell me you are a Florida Gator fan. By the way, Camry 2021 or Accord 2021?
I'm definitely going Accord. And I'm not a Florida Gator fan. The reason why is I got to stay true to my alma mater. I'm a UCF Knight. So
and technically I went to Mizzou.
Yeah,
which I think they rival the Florida Gators.
I think so.
I know. Yeah. I don't really.
We got other things that we focus on.
Yeah, we follow racing mostly. But that was a great question.
Great question. Yes,
that's a tough decision.
I like the Accord because it all comes back to like the Type S, the driving feel. The Camry's a little mushy. The Camry does have naturally aspirated. If you go with the V6, that naturally aspirated V6, but the Accord it's faster.
Yeah.
And it feels better.
Yeah, that's a really great question. And then Maria Ciberon, buying my 23-year-old son a used car. What do you suggest? He drives far for work, and you both rock. Love from Jersey. Thanks, Maria.
Thanks, Maria. And that's really nice of you to buy your son a vehicle. You can't go wrong with the 3 basics. Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, or Mazda 3. Yes. Those would be my 3 top choices, especially for reliability and whatnot.
And for those long distances, needing some convenience.
Yes.
Great choices.
Yeah. Thank you, Maria.
All right. So
Eric.
We've got Eric here.
Yes.
And I skipped over. Here we go. Eric, thank you. Lori is the best videographer on YouTube.
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much, Eric. Which review of 2021 has been the most fun you've had so far? Hoping to meet you in the New York Auto Show. Same here, Eric. Absolutely. We've got the New York Auto Show on the calendar.
What was the most fun that you had?
Oh, the most fun?
I think probably the Lexus NX 300H.
If you guys haven't seen that, I couldn't make it through it. He was making me laugh so hard.
And if
he's picking up the mirror, talking to himself in the mirror.
And then that 2 cans and a string thing.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
2 soups.
Don't give it away.
Oh, sorry.
Don't give it away. You definitely want to become a Patreon member because we are really putting a lot of blooper reels on Patreon. And there's some really funny ones there where I have her cracking up.
And it takes a lot to make me stop and start laughing. It really does.
It was good.
I am like videographer steel. Like I don't laugh.
So thank you, Eric, for that super chat. Thank you for showing Lori the love because she deserves it. She is the best.
Thanks, Eric. And Troy's here. Hey, Troy, thoughts on the Audi S6? Great car?
Troy, you know what? Living in the United States, the S6 here in the good old US of A is actually really awesome. That electric supercharged, turbocharged version of it really is a great sedan, performs well, highly recommend.
Beautiful too. Yes. And then Jaden is back. How are Wankel engines different from the normal?
Like I pointed out earlier, Jaden, the biggest difference is you do not have any crankshaft or pistons. And one of the major advantages of a rotary engine is you have less moving parts, which allows the engine to spin higher. When I raced cars, my Formula Mazda car was the old rotary engine, and that thing would redline at 9,000 RPM, spitting flames out the exhaust. It was killer.
That is killer. And then Giovanni Chavez. Thanks, Giovanni.
Thanks, Giovanni, for the super chat.
And Benji's back. New Ford Lightning. What's your take? Are you zonking it? Are you excited?
You know, Benji, EVs, it takes a little bit extra effort for me to get excited. The great news is we are going to be seeing the vehicle at the Chicago Auto Show.
Well, I think it's hard not to get excited because there's so much excitement from a large population of people, right? And that to me, I was surprised to see so much excitement coming.
But it's hard for me to get excited.
Well, I'm sure you will get excited.
I'm still driving my internal combustion engine vehicle. So
I know. We all know that.
I can't zonk anything about it yet because I need to see it in person.
I'm excited about it.
But we will be seeing it in Chicago.
I think it's going to be really interesting. And I'm just really curious to see how many people actually buy it.
Yes, definitely.
Right? Because that, like with the Cybertruck, everybody's excited about it. Who's really going to buy it?
Yeah, I know. Well, and then they're going to produce it. Yeah.
That's right. And then Jason is here again.
Jason's back again.
What are your 2 or 3 favorite exhaust notes?
Well, the first one's going to be definitely easy. It's going to be the GT350R, that Voodoo engine. Obviously, I love the sound of a Ferrari naturally aspirated V12. And you know what? A Subaru WRX STI with the unequal length headers and a nice exhaust gives you that boxer rumble. Plus, a nice Porsche 911, an air-cooled Porsche 911. That would be the ticket.
I like that too.
Great question, and thank you for the super chat.
Love that. And he can hear all these.
Yes, right now I can hear him. Right now in my head.
It's like as soon as you hear a Subaru, it's like stops and looks around.
I know, right?
One of our Patreon members. Yes. Hey, Joe and Lori. Let's see here.
He got the ID4 at the house.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And he actually canceled his other electric vehicle order.
Oh, wow.
And now, he's waiting for the Hummer.
Good gracious.
So David has a lot going on. Yes.
What about the Lightning? Are you going to get the Lightning?
He might add that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And then we'll just come over to the house and we'll review them all.
We'll spend a week.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. David's located also in Miami. So we got a bunch of Miami fans.
And then Rooster B, thank you so much.
Thank you for that super chat. You're very generous.
Everybody here, my goodness. My favorite car reviewers, Rooster says, keep up the great work. AMG C63 or M5?
I'm going to go, thank you first of all for the super chat. I'm going to go M5. The M5, especially the M5 competition, it's a beast. Oh, yeah. It's a beast.
Now that I think about it, I can see that. Jose Contreras is here. Hey, Jose.
Hey, Jose.
Are the Scat Packs from Dodge considered to be SRT products? I see this argument all the time on the internet, and I want to know your opinion on that.
Even though you're not going to see a bunch of SRT badges all over it, it still is developed by the SRT team. They are the ones that put the work into that 6.4 liter to get the 485 horsepower out of it, to come up with the wide body package, to get the bigger brakes, the wider wheels. So even though technically it doesn't say SRT all over it, it does have SRT engineers that did co-develop the vehicle.
Right. Now, what would you say going forward? Because now that we know that Stellantis is sort of breaking
They're going to that's going to be a different story.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But as it stands now.
Right now, yes.
Okay. Good.
Great question.
Great question,
yes.
Jose. And then Million Milers.
Yes, he's back. We love him.
I love y'all. Miss y'all. Can y'all please do a review of the 21 Toyota Prius L Eco in Wind Chill Pearl with Moonstone and
that is very specific.
That is so specific.
That's a very specific request.
I want to know
I can't promise. Yes. What do you want me to? Yeah. I can't promise it to you, but I will try to track down what you want, Million Miler, for sure.
I love it.
We got good connections at Toyota, so you never know.
What you want.
Yes, that's right.
Come on. Mark G.
Mark G.
New to the channel, well, welcome. We're so glad you're here. I detect 2 Midwestern answers. I must be rubbing off.
You might be, which is weird.
Wow, I love that. At 6'3", would I possibly fit in a Cayman or a 911?
You know, Mark, that's a very good question. And since you guys are all here, we have 238 people watching.
Nice.
Stay tuned Saturday for the GT4. I got to finally drive a Porsche GT4, which, remember, if you're not a Porsche kind of person, is a Cayman, also known as the 718, on steroids. And I can tell you right now, both of those cars, the 911 and the Cayman, at 6'3", there's plenty of headroom, man. Yeah. It really blows my mind. I was actually thinking that when I was driving the GT4, just how much headroom there really is in that vehicle. So highly recommend. Thank you for being here. She's the Midwesterner. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So
that's right. Yeah. I love that I'm rubbing off with the Midwestern accent on you. Great question though, Mark. And then Nicholas Shell. Hi, Joe. How does the Mazda 3 turbo handle compared to a Lexus IS 350? I
really think that the Mazda 3 is a little softer. You know, the Mazda 3 turbo was never meant to be a Mazda speed replacement. So between that and the IS 350, I would say the IS 350 is going to be the better handler for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Jaden is back. What makes electric cars have fast acceleration?
Real simple, Jaden. There's no moving parts. So normally when you step on throttle in an internal combustion engine, you got to wait for everything to spin up. Then you go. In an electric motor, it's instantaneous, just like that slap.
Oh my
instantaneous.
Gosh. Wow. Let me see.
The real Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
The real Jesus, hopefully.
Wow, you did better than me. Can you Mustang EcoBoost with Ford Performance Tune?
I could do a review for that. Or if you're asking, are you able to modify an EcoBoost? Sure.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there are Ford Performance products to put on an EcoBoost that's right from Ford.
Nice.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, everybody. Goodness, we're trying to move through these as efficient as possible. Ron from Canada, anything that would stop you from buying an F-Pace SVR?
You know, it depends on if you're okay that problems could creep up. You know, my advice is if you buy it brand new or you buy it with warranty, get rid of it after the warranty's gone.
Sure. Yeah.
But I love it. I mean, the SUV's got you know what.
Cojones?
I'm doing cojones.
Are you allowed to say that on YouTube?
I guess, yeah. We just did.
Oh my God. Jason,
thank you for your generosity, man. That's really nice of you.
Is there a car that you two guys totally disagree on, love versus hate? I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, I know I love Miatas, but you don't love them as much.
Yeah, that might be but I don't hate it.
You don't hate it. I wouldn't say there's anything that we really hate.
Because I really appreciate Miatas. They're a little too small for me.
Yeah, you like your Mini better.
Yeah, I love my Mini.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
To be honest with you, I don't really hate many cars.
I think that's the thing. There's very few that you dislike.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it might be something like really sporty, but I can't really think of something that I hated.
That is a really great question, Jason. You stumped us.
Yes.
Okay, so let me scroll down. Leon. Hey, Joe and Lori, thoughts on new upcoming Porsche Macan EV? Seems like along with the RAV4 Prime, it'd be the perfect daily, a good mix of space.
You know, I think that Porsche is onto something where you're going to have that Porsche handling and performance. It's just going to be interesting, the price point. That's really the big thing in all of this is price point.
Yeah, for sure. And then Pratham Kulkarni. A6, 5 Series, or E-Class, which is best in your opinion? You know,
personally, I would go E63 S63S wagon. Okay. That's what I would do.
Okay.
So
are we caught up on Super Chat?
No, we are not.
Okay, Max
DeMayo. I love how passionate you guys are about cars. Thank you very much for the killer content. I wish you two the best. Thank you, Max, for that Super Chat. We love sharing the car passion with you because we know how much you guys love the car passion.
And then Outlaw 46.
Outlaw just bought a 2021 Ram 1500 Classic for $47,000 with the lifetime powertrain warranty. Did I get a good deal? Yes, you did. Things are going to be interesting right now in the market because of the variation in prices, but I think you did just fine. We got another.
I'm laughing at the next one.
Swiss cake rolls or Twinkies. There's a right answer.
There's a right answer.
I personally like Swiss cake rolls. I mean, I like the chocolate.
Well, but I mean, you can't go wrong with the Golden Delicious
I
Twinkie.
know.
Swiss cake rolls, they're tiny.
Yeah.
And the chocolate falls off.
You're better than me. Sorry.
She
won, yes.
All right.
We're going to do, since we got to all the Super Chats right now, we're going to do a giveaway. The first prize is going to be, and I'm going to hold it up here, this Chemical Brothers car wash kit. I actually use this kit myself, and if you are a car person and like to take care of your ride, it's got all the goodies in it. So here we go. We got all the names. There's over 1,000 people that submitted their email addresses. And it's kind of cute. Lori actually put me and Shelby in the center there.
All right, here we go.
Vanna White's going to spin it.
Who's it going to be?
Who's it going to be? Chemical Brothers.
And the winner is
Don Finke. Don Finke, first winner. Hold it up for everybody here. Oh, there's some glare. There's some glare. There it is. Don Finke.
Congrats, Don.
We like to do this in front of you because we don't want you to think this is rigged by any way. Lori's gonna reach out to you, Don, and we're gonna get that sent out to you. Thank you for your support. You are the first winner for the 500K celebration. Jason is back with another Super Chat. We're actually thinking about getting this together, Jason. We want to fly in to Seattle, and then drive down the Pacific Coast in some awesome convertible.
If anybody's done that, send us your
That's the dream road trip.
That's definitely the dream road trip.
Another dream road trip, which I personally have done, but I need to do with wonderful Lori, is Deals Gap.
Yes,
the Dragon.
That, and we're going to take my Mini hopefully next year
and
do the Minis on the Dragon.
Yeah, the Minis on the Dragon. That's going to be fun. So thank you, Jason, for your generosity with the Super Chats. Great questions.
Yes.
Matthew, Tamala, Mustang Parts Bin Special, LOL. Thanks for Ford bids. Yes. The Mach 1, many would say that for sure. And thank you for watching.
And then Max DeMayo's back. Would you mind elaborating on the current car market? I'm looking at getting a car soon. Any advice would be appreciated.
My advice right now is if you could hold off, wait. Because of supply and demand, car prices are really, really high. There's not a lot of incentives out there. Even used car prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of people are selling their used cars right
to
now
make money off it, to profit. So my advice, if you could hold off, wait and see how supply and demand is going to change. If you can, the best thing to do is shop around. Shop around as much as you can. Get prices from people and see who's the best.
In your opinion, when this microchip shortage thing levels out, do you see that this whole
it is going to balance back out? It's going to balance back out, guys. Same thing with inflation. Right now, inflation is just going a little berserk. It's going to come back down.
Right. Once things start
this is not how it's going to stay forever.
Sure. Benji, just to mess with you, if you had to choose one to survive the zombie apocalypse, a Toyota Prius or a Tesla Model S?
Well, I would go Toyota Prius because the Prius, you pump gas in it, and it's a hybrid. I'm not relying on an electric car.
No, not during a zombie
The heck with that. So thank you, Benji. David, Joe, and Lori, as my 30 years in the auto industry and as an automotive rep, please urge everyone, if they're buying a vehicle, do it now. It's about to get bad.
So in David's opinion, do it
now.
It's worse. I guess, again, it really comes down to how bad do you
Who's got the crystal ball? That's what I want to know.
You know what they always say about buying a house is if you need to buy a house,
you're
going to stay in it for the next 20 or 30 years.
Then go on it,
matter, right?
Thank you, David, for the words of wisdom.
Yes.
Eddie B.
Share those words.
Ed from Minnesota. We were close to, we actually had a layover in Minnesota.
Minneapolis is a great airport, Eddie B.
Do you really feel that way?
Yes. I like the Minneapolis.
I thought there were some things we didn't like about the Minneapolis.
Were there?
Well, in that one terminal, there was like no seats.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, that was, and the carpet area smelled really weird. That was strange. The rest of it was great.
That's because we were going to Montana.
That's right, yes.
Okay, anyway, back to this question. Love the videos.
Hey, Ed.
They're fun and informative, always interesting. You and Lori are a great team. I enjoyed your video and how you got started. Keep up the great work.
Well, thank you, Ed. It's really great. And, you know, I heard the Minnesota Auto Show is pretty good. So we're going to have to see about getting that on the calendar for next year.
Yeah, we really need to look into that. John has a question here. Just bought my 2021 Kia Sorento S. Thank you so much for the reviews. Actually, no question. It helped in making his decision.
Well, awesome.
And you guys are awesome.
John, congrats on the Sorento. It really is a great vehicle. Kia did a great job, and they took a lot of the goodness from the Telluride and pumped it into it.
That's a good one.
All right, DZF23, car recently totaled, need new one. Something fun, practical for Midwest winters. Daily driver, 30 to 40 grand, no kids, but younger brother. Please help. You know, I think any kind of mid-size sedan would be the way to go. Go with a Honda Accord. Go with a Camry. Go with a Super WRX. Yeah, WRX. Or even the Mazda 3 all-wheel drive, turbo all-wheel drive.
Yeah, you can get that in a manual too.
Yeah, you got lots of choices within your price range. So it really depends on what makes your heart pitter-patter for sure.
But the all-wheel drive I would, because the Midwest gets icy.
Yeah.
It gets really
great question. Jason's back again. Jason, thank you for this generosity, man. We really appreciate you. What is each of your favorite car color? If a specific red, blue color, then what? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Well, I like blues and greens.
Yes,
those are my favorite.
And I like reds and blues.
Oh, well, that's
there. We go. So there you go. And I love the wild cherry on Ruby.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she is.
Wild cherry Tinko.
On my Camaro.
If you haven't seen wild cherry Tinko in a while,
it's amazing.
Especially in person, it's beautiful.
It's amazing. And then we got Ryan Flores. I'm looking to get a 2021 Dodge Durango SRT, but I'm looking to wait till the end of the year or beginning of 2022. What do you think? I really like the bigger screens and space. I think the SRT is a great in between. You know, it's not as pricey as the Hellcat, but you're still getting tons of performance and that killer look. And I do like the changes that they made for 2021.
Yeah.
And then we got Benji, Deals Gap, and Blue Ridge Parkway. Yes, sir. Those are two of my favorite areas. I've done them in motorcycles and I've done them in cars. So boom.
I haven't done either.
Well, we're going to get you there. Pratham is back?
Yes. When will the Jeep Grand Cherokee L be available?
Well, guess what? That's a very good question.
So set us right up for
so we went to the Nissan Pathfinder thing. Remember, June 9th, 7 a.m. Stay for make sure you tune in for the driving reviews.
Calendars, June 11th at 12:01 a.m. midnight.
Yes, midnight Eastern time. We will be doing the review. We'll be posting the review of the Cherokee and the Cherokee L.
Yeah, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that, Pratham, because that will give you some.
And we actually haven't filmed it yet. We're going to Detroit, not next week, but the week after that with Jeep to bring you this awesome information.
Yeah, and it's at 12:01, which is tricky because it's not June 10th.
Yes.
But it kind of is in between June 10th and June 11th.
Yes.
So just stay up late on June 10th and you'll see it.
So thank you that's a good question. And it allowed us to tell everybody what's going on.
Any idea when it will be available? Do we know yet?
Probably not until late summer, early fall. That's my guess. They're going to tell us more at the actual media event. So stay tuned because we'll have all the information. We got 244 people watching.
And we have our
Jacob,
wonderful moderator,
our awesome
Jacob
moderator. Do you ever plan on doing a review of the CTS V Sport? If I could track one down, Jacob, if one comes across, I will definitely get that done for you. I know, especially since you're a big Cadillac guy. What I'm hoping, brother, is that fingers crossed. That almost looks like the middle finger. Fingers crossed. I wasn't giving everybody the middle finger. It looks like the middle finger, but I'm not. Anyways, we are waiting. Maybe we're supposed to be this summer. Sometime this summer, Cadillac is going to be inviting us to drive the Blackwings. Yeah. So I know many of you are staying for the on throttle, especially in the CT5V Blackwing with a manual.
That's right.
Oh, we got Steven from Tampa.
Hey, Steven.
What's up, guys? He says, I know there are a lot of good cars this year. What is the most hyped car that failed us or will fail us in 2021? Also, thoughts on EV F-150. So very good question, Steven. I think that the challenges that the auto manufacturers are having right now with bringing out new cars is being able to promote them. And without the auto shows, it's very, very hard. So some states, like I know the Houston Auto Show just took place last week or the week before, their shows are going on, but those aren't the big shows. The big shows are Detroit, New York, Chicago, and LA. Those are the biggest ones here in the United States. And we need to get those shows going, which guess what? July, it's happening. The EV F-150, I think it makes sense. I think that is Ford's progression, and Ford being Ford, they're going to do it, and they're going to be able to do it like the Mach-E. The Mach-E has surprised everybody, including me.
Yeah.
And I think the F-150 will do the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Jason,
Thanks
I see you had a
chat,
yes. Thank you, Steven. Jason had a super chat, but then he retracted it. So
that's okay.
Let me know what's up.
Super chat. Yeah, let us know what's up there.
DZF23. I know that wasn't an easy question. Appreciate the response. Keep up the great content. I watch your vids and pretty much just want every vehicle. Thank you, DZ. Right. Listen, every one of them I want to take home. I really do. Thank you for the support. Benji, you're really freaking nice. He's like, we all need a petition Hostess. I know, right? We do need to get sponsored by Hostess.
It's true.
Chris Bennett, thank you for the super chat. Hey guys, I recently got on Mitsubishi Outlander 20 got my 20. Yes,
Mitsubishi Outlander 2022 SEL Touring, partly thanks to your review, and I love it. Thanks for all the work you put in. That's
awesome.
Great to hear.
Thanks, Chris. And it really, they did a great job with the new Outlander. I really like that one.
By that.
Jason is here again. He's like, we really appreciate that generosity, Jason.
Yes, thank you.
What is each of yours dream vehicle that you haven't reviewed? That's easy. Mine's a Ferrari F40. Ferrari F40.
Well, we already reviewed mine.
What's that?
The Acura NSX.
Yeah. So I think a Porsche. No, we've done Porsches. Yeah. I don't know. I think the NSX is your dream. You love the NSX.
Love the NSX.
So we'll have to go with that F40, and I'll take her choice. My other one is a McLaren F1.
Yeah, I was just.
Let's see if we can answer some of these other questions here. Dan says my sister just bought a Lexus RX 350, so that's pretty cool.
Is it thumbs down? Poppy Real, is a thumbs down Acura MDX 22 doesn't have a touchscreen?
You know, it's one of those things that it really depends if you're super used to a touchscreen. I don't mind the touch interface that Acura has. It's way better than the Lexus setup. So I don't think it's a thumbs down, to be honest with you. But I know many of you zonked the heck out of it, so that is your decision.
Danny Alex doesn't know if we've answered this or not, but will we be going to Plano on June 2nd?
Yes,
Toyota
Danny, we will be going. So that's another thing. We just got done with Nissan. It's
actually all next week.
So. Next week, we are going to Plano, Texas. We got big things coming from Toyota and Lexus. Stay tuned.
Which we can't tell you anything
Yes, we can't tell you anything about it, but there's good stuff coming.
Definitely.
Exciting stuff.
Are you disappointed? Israel wants to know that the Lightning came out electric and not screaming supercharged V8.
You know,
he definitely is.
I actually went Israel.
Israel, you guys are sharing a brain.
When I read the article that they were coming out with the Lightning, when I got those media assets, I did laugh a bit. I have to admit, I felt like Ford is taking another name and kind of just doing whatever they want with it. But
it does make sense.
It does make sense because when you think of electricity, I definitely think Lightning, and that does kind of come together. At least they're not calling it a Mustang F-150 EV Lightning. So that's the good news.
Yes, great question. And then
we got Edgar. He says, please do a 2022 BRZ or 86. Well, wink, wink. 86 might be coming soon. BRZ, we're waiting to get our hands on that one.
Troy Bone wants to know thoughts on Ford Focus ST as a first-time manual car.
I think it's good. Here's the only complaint I have about the Focus ST and the Focus RS is that the clutch pedal is like an on-off switch.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you good feedback as you're releasing the clutch. It's either clutch in or clutch out, which might make it a little
I would say the Civic SI would be a better.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Civic SI or WRX.
Yeah.
Jason again, he says, what is each of yours? Oh, no, whoops, wrong one.
Right down there.
He's right here. What is each of yours favorite car movie?
Oh, Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
We own it.
Yes, we do own the whole.
And we watch it all the time.
We do watch it all the time. I also like.
What's that one? Sorry, go.
Yeah, no, you go.
I interrupted you.
Oh, I also like. What are some other good ones?
Steve McQueen does.
I like the movie Christine.
Le Mans.
Yes, the Le Mans. Yeah, it's just called Le Mans.
I think about
Bullet. That's another. Yeah, that's a great movie. Great movie. I even love great '80s movies like License to Drive. And even though it's not a car movie, one of my most impressionable things I remember as a kid is watching 16 Candles and seeing Jake with his Porsche 944 Turbo, guards red. I wanted that car. I still want that car so much. So thank you for that.
We'll have to reenact that.
Jason is doing some awesome questions.
Yes, really great.
He's bringing in the heat with the questions.
Yeah, he is. Great question.
And then Kelly.
Oh, sorry,
Kelly retracted her message, but thank you, Kelly, for the super chat.
Let's see. Have you heard the new Infiniti QX660 will be revealed on June 23rd?
Yes, I do. Stay tuned. We're going to be getting media assets for that, so stay tuned, and hopefully we'll be able to get invited to the media event.
Michael Holmes, do you agree that Mustang needs to be a two-seater for the next review?
No. The Mustang should not be a two-seater. You know, a lot of people, and I know I'm probably this is gonna blow up over here, so get ready, Jacob. But the Mustang to me is not a sports car. It's not a sports car.
Okay.
To me, a sports car is a Corvette. A sports car is a Porsche 911. A sports car is a 370Z. A sports car is a Toyota Supra. Mustang, Camaro, and definitely not the Challenger are sports cars. I'm sorry. You could have your own viewpoint on that, and I'm going to agree to disagree with you, but that's just where I'm coming from. Sports car is not a Mustang.
I'm
and a Mustang
passionate about this stuff.
A Mustang should not be a two-seater. Unless you're getting some type of special R version where it's a rear seat delete.
I was just gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
You already answered the question.
Thank you.
Excellent.
That's
Great.
right. Yes. So Kelly, we got Benji. Thanks again. Cannonball Run. I actually do have that on DVD. I think I got Cannonball Run and Cannonball Run.
Yeah, we've been on.
too.
I don't know about you guys, but we've been on this kick of getting a bunch of old '80s movies.
Yeah, because of the pandemic and watching them. It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Steven from Tampa's back in 2021. Has there been a car feature or something added that you thought, what the heck is this? Haha, I have those moments. To be honest with you, I guess what the moment has been is for some of these manufacturers like Lexus or Acura that don't have a touchscreen, or Mazda.
Right.
Mazda doesn't have a touchscreen.
It's like you're doing a refresh, but the refresh doesn't have a touchscreen. It's like, why are we doing?
Or here's another one that doesn't make any sense. Why is it on Kias and Hyundais and the Genesis that when you go with the larger screen, you don't get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, but if you go with the cheaper trim and the smaller screen, you get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. That has me scratching my head.
Yeah. A great question. And Kelly is back with
Kelly, thank you for the super chat again.
Does the Kia Carnival live up to the hype? Is it worth
Definitely.
it?
The Kia Carnival is unlike any other, and I'm going to say it, minivan, even though they call it an MPV, multi-purpose vehicle, that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, and Kelly, we posted one a little earlier.
Just today.
So just today. Check. We've got several reviews.
We've done the LX trim. We've done the EX, I believe, and the SX and the SX Prestige.
That's right.
So I think we've done most of the trims.
Yeah, I think we have. So
great question.
Does. And Kelly, we see a lot of them on the road now.
Yes.
They look really good.
They do.
So I definitely think it's worth it.
Joey's got a question. He says, "How many Twinkies can you fit in the new Tesla Cybertruck?"
There's probably no pockets.
There's probably, to be honest with you, there's probably no bed because I want to see it in person.
Yeah.
Let me see the Cybertruck. It's almost like, wasn't there that big thing where they were supposed to have bulletproof glass and then they broke the glass?
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, whatever.
I don't know. That'll be really. Maybe it is a Twinkie.
Yeah, it's going to be the Twinkie mobile. It's like the Oscar Mayer vehicle. That's the Cybertruck.
Are you going to review Steezy 47, the 2022?
Yes, Steezy. Steezy, you know that I will be bringing you that. The challenge is here in the United States, we are waiting for it. Over in Europe, they already got it. We're waiting for it. As soon as we could get it, we are going to bring it to you because I love the Golf R. I love the GTI. Fun cars.
I don't know what happened to your first message either, Kelly, but thank you so much for
thank you for the second super chat. We appreciate you.
And really great question.
And thank you for the heart.
Let's see.
We got Javi says, keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, Javi.
Thank you. And then let's see. Scrolling up here.
Trying to read some of these questions. Wicked Big Meek. Alva has a question.
Yeah, Alva.
You know, I saw that they posted the Wicked Big Meat. We're going to have to look at our schedule and see if there's any media events going on because the floodgates are starting to open for travel. I know a lot of people were asking us about the Ford Nationals. We're not going to be able to make it this year, guys. We're going to be in Texas with Toyota and Lexus.
That's right.
Are you ready for another giveaway?
Texas.
Are we ready for another giveaway? I can't wait to give away the TV.
So lots
That's
of people have been wondering, what are we giving away? Some that joined us a little late.
So we already gave away this amazing. I actually use this. This is really a great kit. Chemical Guys. I don't know if you guys use their products. I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. They didn't donate anything. We're buying this with our own money, guys.
We're buying it.
That's another thing. Like Dream Giveaway doesn't give us money to say anything. No, we don't do endorsements because you guys watch the ads
on YouTube.
On YouTube, we don't do all these other endorsements because you guys are helping us, and we appreciate that. We don't want to drown you with a bunch of, hey, buy this, buy that.
So the next winner here is going to get this as well.
Yes. So the two people
right here.
This will be the second one.
Number 2.
Yes. Here we go. Spin the wheel.
All right, spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No zonks. No zonks.
To our website.
No whammies.
No whammies. And the winner is
Adam Michael. Congratulations, Adam. Lori's going to be reaching out to you, and we're going to get you that Chemical Guys bucket. And if you're wondering, well, how the heck did they get these people's names?
Yes.
You had to go to RaitiesRides.com, the official Raities Rides website, and register your email. That's what you should have done. We gave you that warning at the last live Q&A.
Hey,
we gave you a month to do it.
I didn't know about it. Just go ahead and do it now.
Do it now. We're going to
be in there for
we're going to do this every time. We're going to be doing it that way. So you'll be in like Flynn.
And then Leon is here. Hey, Lori and Joe. Yep, that's the most recent.
Wow, awesome. We're on it.
What are y'all's ranking on luxury Japanese Korean? Lexus, Infiniti, Acura, Genesis, and German luxury?
You know, it's one of those things that I really, truly, firmly believe that with brands like Lexus, you are getting a more reliable product overall. But in today's day and age, you're splitting hairs. There was once a time when you might say, hey, Kia, I'm going to throw up. They're not reliable. The game has changed. The game has changed.
Look at Genesis. I mean, holy cow.
I know.
It's just amazing.
So I think, you know, when you're looking at those, I think Lexus, for me, seems to be the most reliable and holds their value. But personally, I think the ones that are bringing the performance and all the technology that people want are the German brands.
Yeah.
But Porsche is actually rated as one of the most reliable brands out of them all.
All of those.
Yeah. Great question, Leon.
Yeah, really nice question. All right, so let's scroll down.
Jason's back again.
Jason.
We love you, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Says we love you guys.
Nice compliment.
You have the best videos. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Jason. And remember, all of this super chat stuff, this goes back into the channel. That's how we're buying a 55-inch TV. That's how we bought the stuff from the last giveaway. The stuff the travel.
The lights, the monitor that we're using. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's now.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes. Super chat.
Great question by John. Wait.
Scroll down.
Jig 0881 Telluride versus Pathfinder. There was once upon a time I would have said automatically Telluride, but you're going to be surprised with this Pathfinder. I'm still going to say Telluride just because I like the style of the Telluride a little bit more. But wait until you see the driving review. June 9th, 7 a.m. Tune in here on Raities Rides.
Yes, set your clocks.
Michael's
here. Hello from New Jersey. Keep up the killer reviews. Bought 3 cars.
Wow.
Based on your reviews, the Telluride, the Seltos, and the Mach 1 6-speed handling.
Wow, he got one with a hand. You know how hard those are to find?
Very,
How the heck did you find a Mach? I can't even find a Mach 1 with a handling package, but you did it right with the 6-speed. I love the Telluride and the Seltos.
Yeah,
Thank you for letting me share my car passion, and you got one heck of a driveway set up there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really nice. What else we got?
Okay, so scroll down a little bit here.
We got a question from Colin from Orlando. Very close. Thoughts on the Arteon R-Line or the Kia K5 GT? Obviously, for price, K5 GT and the performance. But for style, Volkswagen did a hell of a job with that Arteon.
Some cool
Remember how we had that white one with the way they did the LED lights and stuff? Really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Right now, we got 310 people watching. And guess what? The next thing we're going to give away, which we're not giving away yet, but the next thing we're going to give away, I have it right here, is this Samsung 55-inch 4K LED TV, and it's a curved LED, which is kind of cool.
Fancy.
I would say something, but
you're not going to say something?
Well, I can't.
You're just going to sit here and be quiet? That's impossible for you, by the way.
It's kind of
okay. Don't say it. Yeah, I don't. If you're on the fence about whether you should say it,
my face is turning red.
The answer is no.
My face is turning red.
David Rivera wants to know Toyota Tundra or Silverado.
You know, I think in the end, Silverado, because it has the little nicer interior, and you got such a plethora of engine options to choose from. There is a new Tundra coming for 2022, so stay tuned and see. You might want to wait for that.
That's a good point. Million Miler is back with a question. The 21 Prius L Eco review, I'm good with. Any color or interior? This is the review request. Yes. Any color or interior color. I'm thinking about getting one. I have a 21 Corolla now, but looking to upgrade. Okay.
We will. I still will do my best to get that color, at least the outside color for you. Thank you for the super chat.
Lots of nice.
Wait, we got a question. Zaid.
Okay.
IS 300 or TLX A spec? That's a great question. Dang, that's a good one. I would say IS 300. I like the IS.
Really?
I like the front of it, man.
Hmm.
I like the front of it. The thing I don't like about the TLX A spec is I don't like the wheels and I don't like the exhaust.
Well, you can change the wheels.
Well, yeah, you could change. I could change anything.
I don't know.
Transformers.
That's a tough one. That's a really great question.
Monkey Mind has a great one. Genesis G70 or Type S, Type S. I'm telling you, I personally like the Type S. I know everybody wants to rip it apart because it doesn't have, 450 horsepower and all this other stuff. I get it. Yes, technically, it would have been great for it to have 400 horsepower, but it does have forged internals, crankshaft, piston rods, the whole 9 yards. So that really is telling. And Acura has said that there's going to be higher performance versions of their vehicles. So we'll see what's up with that.
Mark wants to know, does the Civic 2.0 have enough zip to have a little fun?
I think so, especially if you get it with the manual transmission. And that engine is bulletproof. It's like you could freaking run it, and it just keeps going.
Alex wants to know some tips on the best midsize pickup truck.
Best midsize, to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to go Tacoma pickup. Some type of Toyota Tacoma. Me personally, I obviously like the TRD Pro.
Yeah.
But
I'm a big fan of the Gladiator.
Yeah, the Gladiator. You like the Gladiator?
I really like it.
I do like the Gladiator
like
too.
A little bit of
Gladiator is more spacious.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Let's see.
Ooh, Orion's got a great question. I would say wait for the Z.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the Z, man. After I saw the Z at the headquarters, and I'm sure you guys saw the photos floating around of that gray one, I'm excited for it. And the fact that it has a manual transmission, sign me up.
And then expired milk, hey Joe, Skyline, Supra, or RX-7?
Well, depending on what generation that we're talking about, I would probably go Supra, RX-7, Skyline, but it really depends on what generations you're referring to. Andy Wu?
Yes.
We love you, Andy. Thanks you for saying
Andy.
it. Says, love your work. Keep it up. You got it, man. Appreciate it. And then we got DZF23 repping from my old home, Lutz, Florida. That's not far from here. Went to middle and high school in Tampa. That's cool. Very small. This is what we've learned with this whole Raity's Rides thing on YouTube is that the world is really small.
Yeah, it is.
We think of the world being so big. The world is really small. Veloster N or STI, I'm personally going to have to go STI, even though I do love the Veloster N, especially with the way the sound is on it with the pops and the crackles and all that. But I went back to an STI for a reason, guys. Remember, I had many STIs even before I started the channel, but I had a 2015 right before I started the channel. That was my last STI. Then I wound up getting rid of that, and I got the Type R. After the excitement of the Type R wore off, I wanted an STI back, but I couldn't find. I wanted the RA, but I couldn't afford it at the time.
Right.
So I got a great deal on a Focus RS.
Right.
Enjoyed that, and then when the opportunity came up to buy that Type RA, it came full circle. I was able to get a 2018 Type RA, 1 year only, 500 made, and only 5,000 miles on it.
That's pretty great. We have another super chat that came in, and then somebody else just asked about the Jeep Grand Cherokee, when we're going to get a chance to review it.
It's going to happen not next week, but the week after, Robbie.
Yeah, so Robbie, set your calendar to June 11th.
That's when the embargo.
1 a.m. because that's when the video is going to go.
And that's another thing. If you're wondering what's up, you guys, with doing these weird times like 12:01 and 7 a.m. and all that, they give us a rule. If we want to be invited to these things, which we do, because I know you want us to be able to bring it to you, we have to follow the rules of when they say we could show you certain aspects. The walk-arounds, usually they're cool with. It's the driving,
things, like
pricing, things like that they want to wait.
Yeah.
And that's them.
Yeah. All right. So Tyrese, which is bringing the best performance and daily driving experience? The G70 3.3T, Mustang GT 10 speed, or Stinger GT2?
I think for the key there is daily driving experience. You're going to be much happier with a G70 or a Stinger GT2. Out of those three, I'm going Stinger GT2. And one of the main things is the Sportback. Having that nice Sportback open up, it gives you plenty of room inside. Plus, your backseat passengers are going to love you a lot more. The G70 is very cramped. Very, very cramped. I even said that the first time I ever sat in one. So,
and definitely make sure you check out that video.
Yes, we just posted it, 2022. Thanks, Steven over at Crown.
That's right. Eric Rodeman is here.
Eric.
Joe, what car feature annoys you the most that manufacturers are still doing? Gloss black, no touchscreen, rear wiper on the bottom. You guys rock. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric, and great question. I think, and I don't want to cop out, but I think all of those. I really think for interior, too much gloss black just kills it.
Well, where your fingers are going to be, like around the touchscreen.
Like why they put it on around where the switches, where the door handle is?
That is,
You're going to be touching that.
I don't know why they do that. It is not.
Great question. Thank you for the super chat.
The rear wiper really seems to just really get under your skin.
Well, because they make these sexy rear ends on some of these SUVs, and then they just put a big, huge
plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Big Dog Bulldog from Canada. Congrats on the success. Well deserved. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Big Dog. And I can't wait for things to open back up. I want to go to the Toronto Auto Show so bad.
Yeah. And then
we got David Hanley. He says, keep it up, Joe. Awesome content as always.
Thanks,
well, thank you, David. We appreciate you. And we're coming down to the last 5 minutes of this live Q&A. So soon we're going to be doing the deal here with the TV.
Beastmaster says Joe must have been a cool ass teacher. Well, absolutely.
Well, thank you for saying that.
He was so popular when
thank you for saying that.
Those of you that are new to the channel, Joe was a teacher for about 18 years.
High school teacher.
That's right. Yes. Bless his heart. He's put in all of his dues.
Yes.
Benji is here. What do you guys think will be in the automotive world if the powers that be wouldn't have killed off GM's EV1 in '96? Look up who killed the electric car.
Let
me get my crystal ball out, Benji.
It goes well before that. See, one of my things, and it's funny that we brought up that I was a teacher, because one of my things that I love to do, obviously, as a history teacher, is I would love to try to talk about car history.
Yes.
People don't realize that in the early 1900s, there were electric vehicles. Now, before you say, Joe, hold on a second. There were things like Teslas in the early 1900s? No. They were far and few between, but there were companies making them. And here is the reason why. Are you ready for the lesson of the day? And this is free of charge. Think about it. The original early cars did not have electric ignitions, did not have the ability to take a key and you start it up. You had to get out and you had to crank it. And if you crank it wrong, that thing would break your arm. It would kick back, break your arm, or rip your arm right off, right out of the socket. Blood everywhere, all over your paint and everything. It just was terrible.
You can't get blood on the paint.
Also, you obviously needed to have a little bit of muscle to turn because of the compression to get it going. So and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, it's just historically accurate, that because there were a lot of women who did not want to do the process of starting the car. They didn't want to get dirty and their gloves dirty and all that kind of stuff. There was a car manufacturer. There were car manufacturers that made electric battery-operated vehicles. Now, the batteries were very obviously prehistoric. They were big, huge, and the charge didn't last very long. But that technology, what killed the battery-powered car was the ignition.
Are you happy, Benji?
Hey, I love history.
I know. That was really good information.
Thank you.
Great question, Benji. And then John also, he has to head out. So heading out early, I have to go to work, but thanks again for all the awesome videos.
Thanks, John. We appreciate you, man.
Bye, John. Have a great night.
Yeah, have a great night. We appreciate your hard work.
Million Milers here. In response to your last answer to me, 10-4, I'm glad to do it. I know things are difficult to find due to chip shortage.
Yes.
But I appreciate everything you all do, even if I don't say enough. Thanks, Million Miler. Really, really sweet. We've got some more super chats coming here from Liam. Hey, Joe, I'm coming in late.
Better late than ever.
You're right on time, actually.
We already gave away 2. You didn't win the first 2.
Yes.
But we got the grand prize. So
grand
that might
prize
be.
Is coming,
yes.
And we'll tell you about that in 1 second.
Yes.
Also, I'm considering trading in my 2014 CX-5, looking to go bigger, maybe lease. Any suggestions for under $600 or $700 a month?
Well, I'm not familiar with lease prices. It's hard for me to ever quote like monthly car prices and things like that. But I would say definitely, CX-9, Palisade, Telluride, even, depending on how much bigger you want to go, Sorrento.
The Sorrento.
Because Sorrento's a mid-size.
Is that bigger than the CX-5?
Yes.
It's a little bigger,
it is. Because it's got a third row.
Yeah. Oh, wow. God, it does. Jeez. Yeah. Great question, Liam. Jerry Cherry Pie is here. Got a 2020. I love that.
Yeah.
2020 RT 2 months ago that I just traded in for a 21 Sonata N-Line that I love. What can Hyundai, Kia do to shake their cheap stigma?
I think they just need to keep working on interiors. That's one of the things.
Kia is doing a great job with that.
Kia is doing I feel like Kia is actually doing a better job than Hyundai
I
overall.
agree.
Really, to be honest with you. Especially when you look at the interior, that Carnival, especially if you go SX Prestige, like WTF.
I know. But like things like the N line, that's one of the things. I think if Kia and Hyundai keep doing things like that,
it's
where
the
they're bringing
interiors.
some performance, some sport, this nice interior, it's going to make a big difference.
Great question.
Logan is here, and Logan says, "Hey, Joe and Lori, thanks for the great content. When is the Toyota event you guys are attending? I'm hoping to see the new Tundra." LOL.
It is next week at Toyota headquarters.
Yes. So
you're not going to be able to. People are not going to be able to just walk up to Plano, Texas headquarters and be like, "Yeah, I'm here to see the new Tundra. I heard about it on Raity's Rides." It's unfortunately invitation only.
But stay tuned because we're going to be releasing as much content as we possibly can. You guys know we have Joe Raiti the Machine here, so we are going to be filming through our lunch breaks. I'm going to bring protein bars and Twinkies.
We're just going to give you an IV.
I know, right?
You're going
to
eat liquid for 3 days
with water bottles stuck in it. That's what I'm going to do.
Coconut water.
That's right. MKAFG from Canada, surprising GF with an SUV. Should I go NX, RDX, or Model Y?
Well, that's really nice for getting your girlfriend an SUV. Yeah,
she's a lucky girl.
I automatically go right towards RDX. Excuse me. They are coming out with a redesigned NX. Model Y. You're talking to the wrong guy.
RDX.
RDX is where I would go.
RDX. Yeah. Women like RDX.
You love the RDX for sure.
I love RDX.
Yeah.
Brandon Hatch says, "Great to meet you two the other week. Wilbur now has his son Willis to join us."
That's awesome.
That's his son. Yes. Holy cow. Yeah. I took my 98-year-old grandpa in the SRT 10 today.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad, Brandon, that you got everything fixed in her, and it was great it was definitely great to meet you at the Raity's Ride celebration. And we did have such a great turnout. I mean, the variety of cars, the people. What I love is seeing the variety of cars and the variety of ages. We got young people, old people, everybody in between. I mean, it's really, really great.
Dogs, babies.
And the cool thing is that all the car people are respectable towards one another.
Yeah.
They respect the Mustang people are fine with the Camaro people. And it's not like some type of street fight or something.
It was so cool to see the Subaru crew
rolling in. Type R's.
Yeah,
it was really, really cool.
It was really cool.
Matthew,
hey, Joe and Lori, congrats on 500K. Here's to 500
yes,
more
definitely.
And lots of Twinkies. Also feels like yesterday you guys just got 100K. Keep up the
Tell me about it.
Also, thoughts on the 2022 Tucson Hybrid?
Well, we have not been able to track down a Tucson Hybrid yet, but we are expected to get one within the next couple of weeks. I actually have the Santa Fe Hybrid coming very soon to the channel. So if it's anything like the Tucson Limited, I think it's going to be a good compact hybrid SUV.
Which, based on what we saw with the Santa Fe, I would think that it would be. But we'll have to see.
Sure.
So we'll definitely.
Jason is back again. Thank you, Jason, for being so generous.
You have a rare ability to describe cars in a thorough and entertaining way. Would you consider also doing educational how things in a car work or automotive history videos?
That is something that we've also thought about. Right now, I'll be honest with you. We are so busy trying to get the new cars to you guys. And what's made it very difficult is the pandemic, obviously, with the cancellation of all the big major auto shows, which we're hoping that that's going to change as we go through the rest of the year. And then also tracking down cars at dealerships. We literally, I almost have like a Raity's Rides phone for all the people that know me at the dealerships, that as soon as they get a vehicle in, they put the R up in the sky at night, and I got to run there with Lori and get it done. I'm serious. It's out of control, and that takes a lot of our time. So I would love to do more educational stuff.
I would see that coming
down
the road.
And history, yes, for sure. Thank you, Jason, for that super chat.
All right, so it is time.
Oh, it's grand prize time. This is for the Samsung 55-inch TV. Lori will be reaching out to all the winners to get your home address so we can send it right to you. And like we mentioned, if you're just joining us now, people submitted their emails to raitiesrides.com. We did tell you about that last month.
And if you didn't get a chance to do that, or you forgot and you want to do this for the next giveaway, because we will have one for the next big subscriber milestone, just go to raitiesrides.com, put in your email, and you're automatically, I just pulled the spreadsheet, throw it in Wheel of Names.
And we're doing it right here. There's no weird stuff going on.
There's like over 1,000.
All right, we ready? Who's going to win the Samsung?
Here we go.
Spin it.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Who's it going to be?
It's slowing down.
Samuel Johnson. Congrats, Samuel Johnson. You just won the grand prize, the 55-inch 4K high-resolution curved TV from Raiti's Rise. We are sending that to you. That is not something that was donated by Samsung. So this is not a Samsung advertisement.
And we are not sponsored by Twinkies.
No, we're not sponsored by Twinkies or anybody.
No, Raiti's Rise is who has sponsored us, and that's us.
Well,
so
thank you.
Congrats to all the winners, Don, Adam, and Samuel, and really just congrats to you guys, because for those of you that have been with us from the beginning, you know how exciting this has been to see it go basically double in a year's time.
Sure.
So we've got, I think, a super chat here from Million Miler, and I will take a look at that. But we missed one here.
No, we got Jason.
Yeah, I got a couple of other questions, I think, as well.
Yeah, take a look at that.
Let me see if I can find it. And then
we got somebody had mentioned, is the New York Auto Show going to happen? It is on the calendar for August.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to take a look at that yellow box on there.
Yeah.
So we got another super chat. So effing awesome. Watched your vid about 15 times before buying my Kia K5. Still watching the rest, even though I'm not in the market anymore. Shout out to the best camera lady. Yes, you are the best. You are the best camera lady.
And I do want to say thank you to Million Miler.
Thank you for that super chat. We'll be contacting you, Million Milers. So stay tuned.
Yes.
We'll be reaching out to you.
Anything else that we want to? Somebody keeps saying, "Are we vampires that are time travelers?"
I know.
No,
we are not vampires.
No.
Nope.
Not time travelers.
Not today.
Either. But thank you guys so much for all
I like Ferris Bueller, Dan. Ferris Bueller.
Well, it is 9:05.
It is 9:05. Thank you for sharing this special night where we kind of give back to you guys. We want to keep giving more. There's going to be more giveaways coming. And yes, I know some of you were saying, when are you going to are you giving a car away? We're not at that point yet as a channel. But once we get there, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. All thanks to your support.
Spread the word of Raiti's Rise to your friends and neighbors. Because the bigger our channel gets, the more likely we will be able to do
exactly. So, but we appreciate all of you. It was great to answer so many questions. Thank you for the people who super chatted.
Thank you also. 500,000 calories worth of Twinkies.
That's awesome, Juan.
Congratulations
Juan. You're awesome, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for being here. And just like always, we'll see you on the next ride. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Jacob.
You guys are awesome.